Hello children, today we will understand about finite and non-finite verbs. Let's have a look at few examples. John likes chocolates and they like chocolates. So in these two sentences, the verbs are likes and like. So in the first sentence, because we have used a singular subject, the verb is singular, and here because the subject is plural, the verb is plural. Lisa will go for shopping tomorrow. They will go for shopping tomorrow. In these two sentences, the verb is will go, and here we have made use of simple future tense, right? So the verbs that change according to the tense, person, and number are called as finite verbs. So here the verb is changing as per the number of the subject, and here the verb is changing as per the tense of the subject. If the sentence would have been in past tense, then we would have used over here went, right? Lisa went or they went. But because it is simple future, we have used will go. So what is a finite verb? A verb that is limited by the person, tense, and number of the subject is called as a finite verb. John likes to eat chocolates and they like to eat chocolates. Here, the verb is changing as per the number of the subject. Rita wants to watch a movie. They will watch a movie tomorrow. Here again, in this sentence, Rita is singular, we have used a singular verb. Here, they is plural, and along with it, we are using the verb in simple future tense. So, the verb has been, or verb is changed according to the tense and the number of the subject. So, here, we are working with the finite verbs. Now, let's have a look at a few more examples. Mother wants to buy new clothes. And we want to buy new clothes. So what are the verbs over here? Wants. So here mother is singular, we have used singular verb. We is plural, we have used plural verb. So these verbs, these two are finite verbs. Now apart from these, there are few more verbs. To buy, right? So to buy, whether you are working with a singular subject or whether you are working with a plural subject, it remains the same, right? So in order to use buy, we have made use of to over here, to buy. So buy remains the same, whether you are working with singular or plural subject, it will not change. Walking is a good exercise. Here the verb is walking. So this verb is same all across, whether you work with any tense. If you are working with, if you are using a past tense, then also it will remain the same. If you are using future tense, then also it will remain the same. We saw an injured boy on the road. So what are the verbs here? Saw. Saw is a finite verb over here. Why? Because saw represents the tense, right? So it will change as per the tense, because we are working or we are using simple past tense. We have changed the form of the verb. But if you talk about injured, injured is also a verb, but it will not change according to the tense or the number of the subject, right? So it's over here, injured is also a verb, but here injured is not working like a finite verb. So what actually these verbs are? The verb that does not change according to the tense, person, and number, they are called as non-finite verb. So to buy, walking, and injured, these three over here are non-finite verb because they will not change according to the tense, person, or number. So what are non-finite verbs? A verb that is not limited by the person and the number of the subject is called as a non-finite verb. And very important, it does not indicate any tense. It will not represent any tense, right? Means it will not change as per the past or the present or the future tense. It will remain the same throughout. For example, John likes eating chocolates. They like eating chocolates. Right? So here we have the verb likes and like. It is the finite verb here over here because it is changing as per the subject. Another verb is eating, right? So whether we are using a singular subject or a plural subject, eating remains the same. So it is actually over here a non-finite verb, right? And it is not representing any tense. If we have written, if the sentence would be John is eating, then we could say that it is representing a present continuous or a past continuous, whatever is the tense or the verb that you will use along with it. But here, because we have not made use of any helping verb, and this is the only verb used over here, so it is not representing any tense. So that is why it is a non-finite verb. I want to sleep. Here again, she wants to sleep. We have verbs want. So want is changing as per the number of the subject, right? We have changed the form. Here we are using plural, here we are using singular. But what remains the same is this verb, to sleep. So whether you are using a singular verb or a singular noun or a plural noun, it remains the same. So these verbs are actually the non-finite verbs. And here, if you talk about specifically to sleep, so to sleep is an infinitive. Infinitives are those verbs which are accompanied or which are preceded by the preposition to. So these are infinitives. Let's have a few more sentences to understand what exactly finite and non-finite verbs are. Tina is watching TV. Here we have a verb is watching. So is watching represents present continuous tense. So that is why it is a finite verb, because it is representing a tense. Father is working on a laptop. So here again, because it is representing a tense, it is representing present continuous tense. That is why here again is working is a finite verb. Karan likes working on Sundays also. So here we have a verb likes and another verb working. So likes, because it will change as per the number of subject. If in place of Karan, I will use they. So I have to change the verb to like. So then I have to use they like. But because my subject is singular, I have used likes. So this verb will change as per the number of the subject. So that is why it is a finite verb. But this verb working will remain the same. So it is a non-finite verb. So whether you change a sentence like this, that they like working on Sundays also. So here again, the verb working will remain the same, right? So it will not change. That is why it is a non-finite verb. Plumber will come to repair the broken pipes. Here we have the verbs will come and to repair, right? So will come is a finite verb because it is representing a tense. It is representing your simple future tense. But to repair is not denoting any tense, and it will not change with the tense or with the number of the subject. So that is why it is a non-finite verb. I hope you are clear with the concept, this concept of finite and non-finite. We will understand more about non-finite verbs in the coming videos. So thank you so much for listening to me. And if you like the video, please subscribe the channel. Thank you.